Sweet! Well, I guess that wasn't too difficult, so let's now have a look at a couple of worked examples on how to work with the difference of two cubes. Let's check it out.
Alright, so we're having a look at the difference of two cubes now, and the first question says k to the power of 6 minus 64. Now, are there any common factors? Well, no, there's not, so what we need to do is just go through and write out our brackets. So we get something cubed minus something cubed. Now, what's going to go in here? Well, it's going to be k squared, because when you work with index laws, what we have is we go k squared cubed. What we do is multiply the 2 and the 3 to get to the power of 6. Right, and what's going to go into the 64? Well, it's going to be 4, because 4 cubed is equal to 64. So here we have our a value, and here we have our b value. Go through and write out the formula now. So we've got a cubed minus b cubed is equal to a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared. Alright, substitute in now. So we've got our a value being k squared. So we've got k squared cubed minus b value being 4 cubed is equal to our a being k squared minus our b value being 4, a squared being k squared, square it again, plus a being k squared, b being 4, plus b squared being 4 squared. Alright, go through now and simplify this, so you get this is equal to k squared minus 4. Now this can actually be factorised further, so we can get k plus 2, k minus 2, and then we get k squared squared, which is k to the power of 4, plus 4k squared plus 16. And there you have it fully factorised. Right, this one here being 125 minus 1000 m to the power of 9. Well, are there any common factors? No, there's not. So what we need to do is go through and write out the two brackets. So we've got brackets cubed minus brackets cubed. Now what cubed is going to get us 1 over 125? Well, 1 cubed gets us 1, and 5 cubed gets us 125, so you get 1 over 5 cubed. And what cube gets us 1000 m to the power of 9? Well, it's going to be 10, because 10 cubed is 1000. M to the power of 3, because m to the power of 3 cubed is m to the power of 9. Write out our a and our b values. So this here is our a value, and this is our b value. And go through and write out the formula now. So you've got a cubed minus b cubed is equal to a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared. Come through and substitute in now. So you've got 1 over 5 cubed minus 10m cubed is equal to a minus b. So it's 1 over 5 minus 10m cubed. A squared, so our a is being 1 over 5 squared, so you go 1 over 5 squared plus ab, so plus a being 1 over 5 times b being 10m cubed plus b squared being 10m cubed squared. Go through and simplify that now. So you've got 1 over 5 minus 10m cubed. 1 over 5 squared is 1 over 25 plus 1 over 5 times 10m cubed. Well, it's going to be 10 over 5, and 10 divided by 5 is 2, so you get 2m cubed plus 10m cubed squared. Well, 10 squared is 100. M cubed squared, well, that's m to the power of 6. Right, coming down to the last worked example now, I need a little bit more room, so let's scroll down a bit. And I've got to look for common factors once again. So are there any? No, there's not. So I come through and I write my two brackets, cubed minus brackets cubed. Right, x to the power of 6, p to the power of 12 over 512. Right, so what's going to get me x to the power of 6 when I cube it? It's going to be x squared. What's going to get me p to the power of 12 when I cube it? Well, it's going to be p to the power of 4. 512 cubed, well, that is going to be, come over here, it's going to be 8. Right, what cubed will get us r to the power of 15? Well, it's going to be r to the power of 5. And p to the power of 2 will get me p to the power of 6 when I cube it. Right, go through and write out the formula again. So you've got a cubed minus b cubed is equal to a minus b multiplied by a squared plus ab plus b squared. So our a value is this one here, and our b value is this one here. So we've got x squared p to the power of 4 over 8 cube it minus r to the power of 5 p squared is equal to our a value being x squared p to the power of 4 over 8 minus our b value being r to the power of 5 p squared. a squared, so therefore it's going to be our a value being squared, x squared, p to the power of 4 over 8, we square it now, plus ab, so therefore it's x squared, p to the power of 4 over 8 times our b value, which is r to the power of 5 p squared, plus p squared, so therefore we've got r to the power of 5 p squared, and we square it. Go through now and simplify, so you end up getting this here is equal to x squared p to the power of 4 over 8 minus r to the power of 5 p squared. Go through and square everything now, so you get x to the power of 4 p to the power of 8 over 64 plus, multiply these two together, so you're going to get x squared p to the power of 4 times p to the power of 2 is p to the power of 6 over 8 plus r to the power of 5 squared is r to the power of 10, p squared to the power of 2 is p to the power of 4. And there you go, that's how you factorise these different expressions using the difference of two cubes rule.
Awesome! Alright guys, now I guess it's time for us to put together all of what we've learned and for you guys to have a go at a couple of worked examples. So let's check it out.
Alright, so it's now time to press pause and attempt the following questions. Of course, when you're done, press play so you can check your solutions against mine. Alright, so welcome back. Now, let's just take this down a little bit so that we can see all of our working out. The first thing we need to do is factorise the following. Now in the first question you can see it says m cubed minus 1 over 1000. Now were there any common factors here? Well no, there's nothing we could take out. So what we need to do is write out our brackets cubed minus brackets cubed because we're using the difference of two cubes. Alright, going through now and we have to figure out what goes into the brackets. So I've got m here, we'll go into there because m cubed is m cubed, minus 1 over 10 because 1 cubed is 1 and 10 cubed is 1000. Writing out the formula now, as you can see, and I've got my a value being m and my b value being 1 over 10. Substituting these into the formula now, you get m minus 1/10 bracket m squared plus m times 1/10 plus 1 over 10 squared. That then simplifies to get m minus 1 over 10 in one bracket and m squared plus m over 10 because you go m times 1 is m over 10 plus 1 over 100 because 1 squared is 1 and 10 squared is 100. Coming to part B now, we've got x to the power of 9 p to the power of 6 plus 343. Well, we need to take out any common factors first. Have we got any? No, we don't. So what we go through and do now is we just go through and figure out what goes inside these brackets. Now, we're using the sum of two cubes because we've got the plus here. So what I need to go through and do is I write x to the power of 3, p to the power of 2, because x to the power of 3 cubed gets us x to the power of 9, and p to the squared cubed gets us p to the power of 6. In this one we have 7 because 7 cubed is 343. Now we know our a and our b values, we just go through and write the formula again. Remembering the sum of two cubes is this formula here, not the difference of two cubes, slightly different formula. And then we go through and we just substitute in, so our a value being x cubed p to the power of 2 and our b value being 7. So substituting in that now, you got x cubed p to the power of 2 plus 7, x cubed p squared, and then we square them both, minus x cubed p squared times 7 plus 7 squared. That's going to stay the same in the first bracket, but when we square x cubed you get x to the power of 6, and when we square p to the power of 2 you get p to the power of 4. 7 times x cubed p squared, well that's going to get you 7x cubed p squared, and 7 squared is 49. Coming down now to part C where it says m plus 2 cubed minus 216, well because we're being asked to factorise something that's already in brackets, what we need to do is make m plus 2 equal to smiley face. Alright, now all of a sudden you got smiley face cubed minus 6 cubed. Well, that looks a little bit easier again, doesn't it? And we're dealing with the difference of two cubes, so we're going to write the minus or the difference of two cubes formula. Remember, do not mix it up with the sum of two cubes. So a cubed minus b cubed is equal to a minus b, a squared plus ab plus b squared. So therefore you've got smiley face cubed minus b cubed because our a value is smiley face and our b value is 6. So then you've got smiley face cubed minus 6 cubed because our a value is smiley face and our b value is 6. So it gets us smiley face minus 6 in one bracket multiplied by smiley face squared plus smiley face times 6 plus 6 squared. Alright, substitute m plus 2 back in for smiley face, so you get m plus 2 minus 6 and m plus 2 squared, because instead of writing smiley face you write m plus 2, plus m plus 2 instead of smiley face here, times 6 plus 6 squared. Going through and expanding that a little bit now, you've got m plus 2 minus 6, well 2 minus 6 is negative 4, so you've got m minus 4 in the first bracket, And n plus 2 squared, well, that's the same as writing out m plus 2 times m plus 2. And 6 times m is 6m, 2 times 6 or 6 times 2 is 12, plus 36. Coming up here now and simplifying, you've got m minus 4, m squared, or m times m is m squared, m times 2 is 2m, 2 times m is 2m, so that's going to get 4m altogether, and 2 times 2 is 4. So you get m squared plus 4m plus 4. And then you've got your rest of it, which is plus 6m plus 12 plus 36. Collecting like terms now, you get m minus 4, m squared is all we've got here, but then you've got 4m and 6m gets us 10m, and you've got 4 plus 12 is 16, plus 36 is 52. And there you go, that's how you factorise those three expressions.
Alright guys, thank you very much for tuning into today's lesson, which was all about how to factorise polynomials using the sum and difference of two cubes. Now, I'm sure you're aware that over the previous couple of lessons, we have been looking at how to factorise polynomials using different methods. Like always, of course, what follows that? Well, it's going to be solving polynomials. So make sure you stay tuned for the very next lesson, which is all about that. And of course, like always, say hi to your maths teacher for me. Morsey out.